Our next speaker is Cabinet Secretary Karlo Nograles. He was appointed by President Rodrigo Duterte in November 2018 to head the office of the Cabinet Secretariat. He serves as a close advisor to the President and ensures close coordination among the different agencies of the government, such as the DILG, DPWH, DSWD, DOH, and others. Before being appointed as Cabinet Secretary, he served as a three-term congressman of the 1st District of Davao City. He was the chair of the House Committee on Appropriations, which approves the national budget for the annual expenses of the government. Secretary Nograles authored several laws: the Green Jobs Act, which encourages the creation of green jobs and jobs that preserve or restore the quality of the environment; the Jumpstart Philippines Act, where high school graduates are given opportunities to train and have work experience that companies require; free higher education law, which ensures free college tuition for those enrolled in state and local universities and colleges, as well as state run technical vocational institutions. As Cabinet Secretary, he is co chair of the Interagency Task Force on Emerging Infectious Disease, or IATF, tasked to formulate policy and plans and lead all government efforts in addressing the COVID 19 pandemic as well as preparing the country for post pandemic recovery. He chairs the Interagency Task Force on Zero Hunger, tasked to formulate the country's national food policy to ensure the attainment of zero hunger and poverty eradication. He is vice chairperson for the government sector of the National Anti Poverty Commission, which is tasked to oversee and ensure the implementation of resolutions concerning poverty alleviation programs and address sectoral issues and concerns that need presidential action. He is the chair of the National Irrigation Administration, which is responsible for the development and management of irrigation and agricultural lands, and the Cabinet Assistance System, which handles priority areas or matters that need special and immediate attention of the President and the Cabinet. And lastly, he is the chair of the Cabinet Cluster Secretariat, which monitors the directives and promises of the different clusters of the Cabinet Secretariat, such as economic disaster, human development and poverty reduction, and infrastructure cluster. Ladies and gentlemen, let us all welcome Cabinet Secretary Karlo Nograles.
To the officers and members of the Philippine Green Building Council, special guests, ladies and gentlemen, magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. I thank the Philippine Green Building Council, or PHILGBC, for inviting me today. It is always refreshing to be in the presence of individuals and organizations that promote the honing and sharing of best practices to ensure growth and sustainability in the building industry. Despite our challenging situation this pandemic, our ability to innovate, to adapt to the needs of the times allows us to respond to the present needs of our stakeholders. PhilGBC demonstrated this valuable characteristic by investing in the development of the Health and Well-being for Buildings tool and the improved Verde Green Building Rating System version 4.0.0. These tools afford stakeholders two key enhancements in the building industry, namely continuous improvement on systems and continuous building of human capital, necessary to the industry to allow for economic growth through environmentally responsible and sustainable development. The building industry is a key sector for the Philippine economy that has contributed a gross value added of about 336 billion pesos as of the fourth quarter of 2020. This means that the industry is in itself a production and consumption center which contributes to gainful employment and much-needed infrastructure development. Having tools that provide focus on socio-economic factors, not just environmental priorities, and human capital development directs a more holistic approach in building green communities and a greener country. Having these tools allows the industry to maintain high economic growth while preserving the environment. Hence, with your health and well-being for buildings tool and Verde Green Building Rating System version 4.0.0, the outcome will be sustainability, improved management of resources, greener buildings aligned with latest building standards, environmental and energy regulations, and provide the industry much needed human capital equipped to oversee or implement green building projects. Aside from providing a mechanism that links social and environmental considerations to sustain innovations in the industry, this is also aligned with our Green Jobs Law, which aims to create job opportunities in green technology that promote the protection of the environment. This will encourage more green investments in the country as well as green companies and business enterprises. Although there have been disruptions in the industry caused by the COVID-19 pandemic, you help government continue to do the necessary work to recover. Fitch Solutions recently upgraded its growth forecast for the Philippine building and construction sector to 9.5% this 2021, given that major government infrastructure projects continue to be implemented. So let us continue our efforts towards sustainable and holistic, not just green, but also resilient infrastructure for all Filipinos. I'm honored to be part of the Building Green 2021 Conference. Daghang salamat sa inyong tanan. God bless everyone.